is a Bramble Jam podcast. Boy, oh boy, what an exciting day, isn't it, Chris?
Exciting.
It's another day. This is what was that? Oh my gosh, hates
That's
my voice.
Look, he wants to be a part of things.
Oh, hey, Pupper.
Aww,
Do you need any help with anything, Pupper? Can we give you some advice?
What's going on? What's wrong? He's hijacking our show, man.
Come on, dog. Now, this is something, Chris, that you and I have done privately for years now, where we somehow open up a phone line that people don't know about. They can call in, they ask advice, and then we give it. And you are really great at advice. If anybody's ever watched the Polaha Chautauqua, just words of wisdom is what you're able to give, I think is fair.
Yeah. I think that's an honest assessment of what my giftings are.
So this is just a special that we're putting out into the world, and just hoping that people can be encouraged by the advice that we give for some hard hitting topics.
Now, your advice tends to be a little different than mine.
Well, we just have different point of views, Chris, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's good. It's healthy.
It's good. It's good. That's exactly right.
It's what makes the world turn.
That's exactly right. So we're going to bring in some people, and they're going to ask some questions. Chris, you don't have anything to promote. You're just here to give advice.
100%. Yep. Just you called me up and you said, do you remember that thing we do?
Yeah.
On the DL, and I was like, yeah. And you're like, you want to do that tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So really excited about that. And hopefully,
today.
Your hair looks great. Wow, it does look crazy.
Yeah. Right.
But I mean, look at me. All right, let's bring on our first caller. Jane, you're here. Jane, hello. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, guys. If I look to the side, it's because my camera is here, but my screen is over there.
I need you to pick one, Jane.
I'll pick the eye contact.
Find an eye line.
Jane, welcome to the Polaha and Brand Advice Hour.
Thank you.
Is this your first time calling?
It is actually first time long time listener, first time caller.
Don't know how, but that's great. What can we help you with today, Jane?
Well, I have a question for Popo.
Okay.
And my question is, I currently have one dog, thinking about adding a second dog. Not sure how first dog would react. What's your advice on getting these two dogs together?
Let's talk to this guy right here.
Yeah, Rebel. We really need to ask the dog for advice.
Rebel, what do you think? So here's Rebel. Rebel is this guy's brother. You see that guy on the bench?
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, at the piano. Musical dog.
So they're good. They were born together, bought together, brought into the family together. They're thick as thieves. Those two peas in a pod. We introduced a third dog, little Blue, who's not here, which should tell you something.
Mm.
Now, it just depends on the nature of your dog, your current dog, and it depends on the nature of the new puppy.
Right.
But there's a lot of territorial issues that can take place when you bring a new animal into a home. So you gotta. I mean, I know there's a way to do it. I know people do it. And if your current dog is old, like real old, then a puppy might, you know what I mean, not really interfere with that dog's rhythm. But if your dog's young and still territorial and still in the prime of its, dominance, then
right.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, that's all well and good. Here's what you do, Jane.
Okay.
Your new dog that you're about to bring into the house.
Yes.
You don't smother it, but throw some dollops of peanut butter on it. On the fur, it'll get clean off. You bring the new dog in. The old dog is like, what's this dog about? But then gets closer, starts to lick the peanut butter, and then they're best friends.
He does like peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know if you tried that, Chris, but
you might. Yeah, that might work.
I'm surprised that Cesar Milan has not suggested this in the past.
I know. Well, listen,
That's top secret information. That's the stuff that he doesn't share. Brand just spilled.
That's exactly right. Well, I wasn't supposed to say that, but just for you, Jane, because you're a longtime listener.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jane, do you have anything else you want to say before I let you go?
No. Thanks, fellas, for taking my call.
You got it. Have a good one. Just like that, Chris. Just like that.
It's kind of easy. Can you hear that noise?
What is that?
That's my computer. I think it's time I get a new computer.
I'd say.
It's
Listen, man, that's a bad look. You got that Wonder Woman money, man. You can't be having that ticky. Get out of that ticky.
The ticky. It's my hard drive spinning.
You got a lot of stuff on that hard drive.
I don't know why it does it, but it does every once in a while. And you know, the funny thing is when I do these kind of like any kind of interviews, or particularly with this Restream Studio, which is like Restroom Studio.
Sure.
It, for some reason, there you go. It's calmed down a little bit. But whenever I do these live video things, it kicks up. So it undermines like all of my. It's like, where is this guy? Like it was if I reached back and the whole thing wobbled, like it's just a photograph. Right. I'm actually.
Yeah, it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
In a shed somewhere.
Yeah. Well, and people, don't normally have to worry about it because, again, doesn't usually go out to the public.
No, this is very just.
Let's bring on our next caller. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you from? And what's your deal?
Hi, I'm Corinne. I'm from Seattle. I'm a longtime caller, first-time listener. So it's really exciting. Yeah.
Interesting. That's, I think, the first we from what I gather, the story that I heard was our number was like your best friend's number, but your best friend got a new number and you just haven't changed it.
And then you texted me and told me to come on, and now I'm here. So
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah,
well, there was a reason for that. We're giving some advice for our advice show.
Oh,
I want to know if you got anything going on you need some help with.
I do, and actually, I have a question that maybe either of you can help with, because Chris has older kids, Bran has younger kids. My son just started kindergarten, and he is not interested in going to kindergarten. And so the process of getting him to school and then to the classroom has been difficult. And I was wondering if either of you have any insight you could give me.
Wow. There's so much to say on this subject.
I'll take anything.
The first day that we took our oldest, who's now 17, to it wasn't kindergarten, but it was preschool. He literally threw up in the teacher's hair. He was so nervous and upset. He didn't want to be separated from us. And so Julia, and my wife, told him that she was just going to be right outside the door, and she just literally like sat outside the classroom for the first day of his preschool experience. So by the time he got to kindergarten, kindergarten was a little different for us. But those first little days, specifically with our first kid, were intense because he had, for whatever reason, he was convinced that we were going to drop him off and then never come back. So I think if you reassure, is it a son or a daughter?
It's a son, and he's actually my youngest. So he's not, and he went to preschool, so he knows the drill. He just really would rather be at home playing video games.
So maybe he's just right. Maybe he's just figured out the whole system, and he's like, this is all a joke. What is it anyway? What's my education? Like, he's cracked the code, and he just doesn't want to dance the dance and do the pony show like all of us have tried and decided to do.
So what's your advice then?
Money's a conceit. It's not real. He gets it. He's smarter than the rest of us.
So your advice is just let him stay home and play video games.
Yeah, if he gets really good at video games, really he could actually make a living.
A lot of money.
I mean, he's better than I am, so he might be.
I mean, he could become a gamer. He could become.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is to put all my hope for his future on professional video gaming. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Who needs more doctors or teachers or lawyers?
No.
Very interesting, because that was what my advice was going to be. So I will go. We don't normally agree, so we'll go in a different direction here. I have a little one who we pulled out of school at the, when COVID started, tried to get him back in when things were looking better. And he was like, I'm not having it. And so, it's preschool, who cares? So it wasn't a big deal for us, but here's what we've done is we make home not fun. So he kind of wants to leave. So really, like, we don't watch any like Paw Patrol or anything like that. We like just put on like, someone painting a wall and stuff like that. So it's working well. We haven't seen him in a week. So I think it's going well. And buddy, if you're hearing this, mommy and daddy love you. Come home soon.
I heard though too that if you put peanut butter on a kid, it's going to make and all the other students lick the peanut butter off.
Yeah,
and it kind of makes it a better day.
In COVID times, not so much, but I'll see if I can.
Also, what are you doing, Chris? What are you doing, man?
Peanut free, so this is not good advice. So,
man, yeah, Chris is telling people to bring peanut butter into schools now. Come on, Chris, get with it. Get with the times.
You can't even bring peanut butter into school. Oh, because the peanuts.
Peanut allergy. That's right.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Come on, Chris. You're gonna get emails. What's that email address people can reach you at? It's Brandon Polaha Advice Hour at hotmail.net. Thank you so much. That was a great call. You have a great day.
It was a great call. Thanks,
man. I feel like we're really making a difference here today.
I feel like I know that young boy is gonna do great things. I feel that.
Yeah. Well, this is really exciting. We got a guy. You know what? I watched your Polaha Shock, whatever it's called, and it's just me and then a bunch of women. It's me, you, and a bunch of women.
It's a lot. It's a lot of women.
Well, luckily we got Brian. We got Brian here to say today. Brian, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, you hear me okay?
Hear you great, pal.
Oh, great. Thanks for having me. Hi, Mr. Poe, Mr. Brand. I'm sorry. I'm looking for the Paul Green stream. Is there a different address for that?
Oh, shucks. I think that he's on after us on the ham radio.
I'll just hang.
Okay. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I do. So I got this gallon of peanut butter that I just don't know.
Brian, he came in with a type 5, ready to go.
This is the end of it. I'll wrap up right here. Now, okay. So this is a little controversial in the Deck the Hallmark world. It might be with you too. So if it is, I have a backup question we could pivot to. I'm trying to nail down a killer chili recipe, and I'm 2 recipes deep, 0 for 2. Do you have any chili recipe advice or tips?
Can I ask what you've done in the first 2 to be complete strikeouts?
They're not complete. They're just, they're not, when it hits just right. Sure. It's just like the spice isn't quite up there. The flavor's not just exploding like I'd like. So it's just kind of bland, kind of blah.
I have a complete non sequitur for you. The chili was invented in the Texas penal system when they, in the prisons, had rotten meat and they needed to use it. They would throw it into a pot, stick a ton of chili pepper on it, beans, because beans are cheap, water, and some tomatoes, and they would make chili to feed the prisoners with. So that's how chili got invented. So I think you have to let your meat go a little sour first, and then add the chilies and the peppers and the spices, the tomatoes, white beans and black beans, maybe the red beans, the kidney beans, which I alter up the beans, but maybe let the meat go south a little bit.
Also, it might not hurt if I do something to get myself in jail for a little while, just to experience, the
I mean, that's one way to, that's not my advice, but.
Well, it can't hurt though, is what I'm going to say.
One way to find
here's something that I've been thinking about recently. I don't know if you've had this, some of that like special chocolate with some spices in it. You know what I'm talking about? Add a little heat to the chocolate. Switch it, reverse it. Take your ground beef, put some like Hershey Kisses in there. So stir that sucker up. It's just ground beef, seasoning, and chocolate.
Wow.
And just try it. I haven't done it, but it's just something that came to the old noggin, and I would not be true to myself if I didn't throw that out there for you.
You know what, Brand, you're not that far off. There was a period of time in my culinary life where I used to add mint to everything, like mint to spaghetti sauce. Why don't you add mint to the chocolate chili and see what that does?
Oh yeah.
Like real mint.
We are getting closer and closer to a Christmas chili here. Mint,
Yes, yes, we
chocolate.
are.
Okay, all right.
Oh, now we're talking. Brian, if you don't go live in the Double Decker Facebook group making this chili and trying it, I'm banning you from the group
Well, that was
and
easy.
keeping your money.
Oh man. Okay. All right, guys can go on shopping.
Yep. All right, Brian. I'll see you this weekend, pal.
Yes. See you
Thanks,
there.
buddy.
See you, guys.
Have a good one. That was a good one. That was a good. That's something that you don't really think about until you're there. You know.
Yeah, you wouldn't even. That would never cross your mind.
Right. It's time for our next caller here on the Polaha and Brand Advice Hour. Who do we have? Oh, you went to the top now this time. That was interesting, Chris.
Wow, I did. I
Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. Can you hear us?
Okay, we can. I can.
Great. What's
Hi.
going on? What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Marin. I am from, I guess, living in Seattle, Washington. Long time listener, not first time caller though.
Oh, interesting. When have you called before? How did you do that?
I called during our 24-hour marathon where I was given advice to roam the streets at night looking for men of Portland, Oregon. So Fran was the one that
you have made this
in the middle of the night and roam the streets for men in Portland, Oregon. No,
Yeah.
You've made this sound worse than it is.
But the boy, I mean, I have to give Panda and Dan, they came to, my defense and were like, Brand, no, don't tell her to do that. And so, I mean, they were delusional. It was like probably 2 or 3 in the morning.
That's right. Yeah. What do you have behind you? What are those pictures of? Are those lost animals?
So I'm currently at work, and it's work confidential stuff. I can't go into detail.
Wow. Okay. What can we help you with today?
So kind of in that vein, so I lived in Portland. I just moved to Seattle literally on Saturday. My stuff is still not here. So I would love some advice on moving and kind of getting acclimated. Like what were things that you would suggest?
Wow.
I mean, I know this is sometimes obvious, but when you move, you're actually supposed to pack your stuff up. So the stuff in Portland should have already been put in.
So I got it in a pod. That was, I think, So
where's the pod?
You said it sounded like you just up and moved.
So
I thought it would follow me. I don't know.
So the pod got picked up on Saturday. It doesn't leave Portland until next Saturday because they have, like, I guess, a certain schedule of how things move. And then they have like a day they can drop it off.
Out of Portland is what that means.
I mean, it's a very Portland thing. They're lazy and all that stuff. All Seattle's, more with it.
So what you're asking is, how do you survive without all of your gear, if you will, for the next week, without going out and buying all new gear?
Yes, or just survive. Yeah.
I mean, the first thing, again, I don't want to leave you into a bad situation here, but the easiest thing to do in a time like this is to find a house that looks empty enough to go and stay there for a little while.
So I have that. I currently have an apartment and I'm sleeping on an air mattress.
This is great. You're good then.
And you're good.
But more what I was saying though is a nice house, like
go to the islands,
break in,
or you can just wander the streets for a week.
Okay, Chris.
I mean, there are a lot of homeless
people. The advice you get from this kind of show. So, I mean, we can always pick up on that theme.
All right, Chris, what's your advice then, Mr. Hotshot? I never would give that advice, guy.
I mean, who's going to tell a young lady to go wander the streets of Portland at 4 a.m?
It was a misunderstanding.
I think my advice, my honest advice for you is to just find that moment, that inner zen and relax in your nothingness for the week. Because it sounds like all of your goods are shipping on Saturday. You've got your apartment or your house, you've got your air mattress. you've clearly got a job with some photos on the wall behind you.
Of course.
Things are good for you. I think you've got money coming in. It sounds
You
like
do.
you've got
That's a good part.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is all up and up for you.
How
So
do
you're
you?
My spot in this call somehow, like I was like anchored in the bottom, and when you showed up, I got bumped up to this upper corner, and you took that spot. So I think things are good for you right now. I'm envious of you. I want
How
to
do
be where
you?
you.
I mean, but how do you? I mean, you travel a lot and like you stay on location and things like that. So like, how do you like feel acclimated and
Backpacks. Put it all in a backpack, and I just go. I don't take a lot of stuff actually. I have very few things that I take.
But do you find it hard to, like get good sleep away from home in a place that doesn't feel like home yet?
No, I sleep well. I can sleep. I can sleep like sitting up in certain places. I mean, I enjoy like it's cozy. My house is cozy. I miss the people, right? When I leave, that's a real thing. But as far as there are very few places I've stayed where because everything's temporary. I mean, we're here, it's all temporary, right?
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Can
Well,
I
yeah,
can I ask a personal question? Because
oh boy,
I know you were originally from Tahoe and probably
Sure.
still have family there and everything. Are they okay? Like, how has that all been for?
Yes, thank you for asking. They're good. It was South Tahoe, and all my people are North Tahoe, and so
Great.
they're well out of harm's way. But this summer was rough for the whole sort of Reno Tahoe area, the air quality, and I think you experienced it up.
I had it in 2020. It was really, really bad. Like it was like worse than China. I think it was like 500 in Portland.
It's 500, whatever that scale is that registers.
Yeah, that scale. Yeah. It was like purple.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And what's even crazier is it's like, the electric company, the power company, it's like starting these fires. That's what's, really wild.
Yeah. I think the one last year was from like a wire falling down and then in Southern Oregon there was the Boardman fire that was like massive and had like thunder clouds, and it's definitely an interesting thing coming from the Midwest and experiencing then this out on the West Coast.
So I grew up in the West, and we have what was affectionately called fire season every August and September. It's it's fire season, but they've gotten so out of control.
It's been crazy. Yeah.
I don't know exactly, I don't get into the whole climate control aspect of it all, but like, I don't know. It's something has changed, whether it's how we cut trees down. I know they used to just like knock out every third, like dead tree. You'd see these dead trees and they'd keep everything clean. I don't know what's changed. Because
No, but I've been out here on the West Coast now for 7 years, and it's just interesting how each year, the last couple of years, have gotten worse and worse.
Interesting. About 7 years ago, the fire started getting really bad.
Yeah.
And
so
7 years ago, and I'm not saying there's a.
Wow.
I mean, but you are on this show right now.
Yes.
So.
I joked that moving from Portland to Seattle was my 7-year itch. Moving up north, and then I'm just closer to Canada, so maybe I'll just keep moving north.
Just keep moving north. That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much. This is so great.
You.
So great to talk to you. Stay indoors. Don't go out.
I won't.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. That was a good one, Chris.
I mean, it certainly meandered. We were everywhere.
You're giving good advice, though. Speaking of moving to Canada, Michael is with us now. Michael, you're in Canada right now.
Yes. Well, can you hear me? We're in Canada. You can hear me? I'm up in Langley.
Oh no! You put the dog in there, for God's sake.
Hey, I'm on the shot there. I'm on the shot. That's my wife back there. Thank you, dear. Anyway, so yeah, we're up in Langley, and we have a video company. We work with horses, and so we're doing a project for a clinician up here in Canada. So, you're watching. My question is, and I know a lot of actors watched your pod. I mean, Chris, working with horses, what's your advice for actors? And like in Rocky Mountain Christmas, you're portraying an actor who's gonna, learn how to ride horses. What's your advice for actors working with horses? And of course, we're anxious to hear what Brand's answer is to that too. But go ahead.
Thank you.
I mean, my first advice is if you're a young actor and you're full of vim and vigor and you think that the world's revolving around you and you're feeling pretty good on set, my first piece of advice is steer clear from the hindquarters of the horse. Or if you're if your attitude is real bad, then I'm like, here, go stand right here. I always love working with horses because they're such amazing animals, and when you look in those big old brown eyes, and you just kind of like, I don't know, there's something creepy but beautiful at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're huge. These eyes are huge, and they just look at you, and they're kind of, but and for whatever reason, horses, when you pet their heads and you just kind of like, I've worked on a couple sets where I've gotten to hang out with the horses, and the horse trainers, they're always lovely people to a person. Some of my dearest friends from the crew have been like either the trainers or the people who bring the horses in, and I always find myself whenever I'm on set with a horse, I just get up on my horse and just sit there, like even between takes, like I'll just be like up on the horse, waiting for the next time the camera starts rolling, versus getting on and off all the time, right?
Now, when we see you riding a horse, is that really you riding the horse in the?
Yeah.
Cool.
This guy, he does his own stunts. This guy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I've ridden exactly one horse in my life, and in my experience, the key is a lot of like, "Whoa, boy!" Like saying that on a repeating basis, like, "Whoa, boy!" Like there's something about that phrase universally. I think they learned it in horse school that like chills them out. So it's just like a lot of, "Whoa, boy." One of those boys, and then never going like you never want to go like that real hard. So that's my advice. A lot of whoa boys and just watch the wrists.
Yeah.
Watch the wrists. Yeah.
Watch the wrists. That's exactly right.
With Grant, he'll say whoa boy, and he'll click his little heels together and urge it. So it's a constant. They're always confused. They're like, that
has been hard for me because growing up, I had this like nervous tick where I would always be hitting my heels together, and whoa boy was a like a trigger for that for me. So it's like always doing that. So it's a lot of whoa boy. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. Michael, thanks so much for calling. Enjoy the Great White North.
Oh yeah. Happy Canada says hello. So.
You're Langley. Well.
Yeah.
All Hallmark films in Langley. Every Hallmark movie ever filmed in Langley.
It says hello. It's raining, but it says hello. So.
Oh, it's a beautiful rainy day. Thank you, Michael. Have a good one, pal.
See you guys. Bye.
Man, that was a good question.
That was an intense question.
You remember Rocky Mountain Christmas?
Rocky Mountain Christmas. If you guys enjoyed Rocky Mountain Christmas, I have a feeling I'm not trying to speak.
Be careful. Be careful.
Speak out of line here, but I got a feeling if you liked Rocky Mountain Christmas, you're really gonna like the movie I'm about to go make.
Be careful. Are you gonna be on another horse?
No horses this time, but
pigs.
Little piggy.
The big old piggy. That's exactly right. We got 2 more callers left, I believe. Here, you got time for that, Chris?
I do. I've got exactly 12 minutes with you. So.
Well, that's great. Hello. Who are you? What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Erica. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Sound great.
I'm in San Francisco. Hi. This is my son, Luke, and he was dying to say hi to Travis.
Hi, Luke. How you doing, buddy? The secret of Travis is all in the eyebrows. So when he all of a sudden he picks up on something, his eyebrows go up. When you watch the show, if you watch my eyebrows, I give clues away with my eyebrows.
I think they say 98% of acting is in the eyebrows.
If you're Marlon Brando, 100%.
Got him. Erica, what can we help you with today? What do you need some advice on?
So my husband and I adopted a little boy, not this one, 4 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But then overnight we have twins now. So they're my daughter's just turned 3, and next week he turns 3. So just advice on helping them to get along, because they went from my daughter being the baby to now a twin. So
Wow.
it's sharing is not been the.
Where is your
Yeah.
daughter? Is this your daughter right here?
Oh.
There's one right here.
Hello.
Well,
I have a
hi,
few of them. Yeah.
So you guys have 4
Jordan, you
kids?
say hi. I have 4. Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Well, now we have 4.
4. Wow.
Oh, here's the twin. Here you go.
Oh,
Whoa. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You say hi.
Look at that. Hi,
Yeah.
Look at
That's
that
what we're
face.
talking about.
You
Man,
guys
that's
are a looking group. There he is.
Chris, what you got here? This is a good question. This is
why
we do what we do.
This is like a real life. This is like a real life question.
We're making
I
a
mean,
difference, Chris.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I think what you guys have done is unbelievable, and I think as a family, like bringing in this little guy. What's his name in the blue shirt?
His name is Asher.
Hey, Asher. I mean, I think bringing Asher into a loving family is like the most amazing gift you could ever give anybody. And what's your 3-year-old daughter's name?
This is Jordan.
Jordan. And Jordan,
You say
I
hi,
think.
Jordan.
Hi, Jordan. I think that everything that's tough right now, all of that like hard to share moments, when you get older, you're going to be so grateful for them. This is going to make you an exceptional human being. I know it's hard though sometimes to share the moment.
Yeah. My advice is to buy 4 of everything. And the reason, actually, you know what, 5 of everything, because inevitably something breaks, something gets lost, and you want everybody to have all the same things, so it's easy to share and stuff. So 5 of everything, that way you have something if it gets lost. And then what I have done in my house, and it's been a big hit, is the 6:30 dance party. Every night, 6:30, before we get ready for bed, we got a little dance party. Everybody picks a song. So I'm asking my 1.5-year-old, what song you want to listen to? And then I pick for him. But everybody gets a song, and it helps them each to enjoy each other's song and dance together. It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, 6:30 dance party.
Here.
I love it.
I'm looking at Erica. I'm thinking instead of buying 5 of everything, you save that money and you buy yourself a maid or somebody to help you.
You know what? I take it back. Just treat yourself.
4 kids.
You'll be fine.
7? Is your oldest 7? Luke?
He's 8. Mm-hmm.
Luke is 8.
Wow.
He's 8. Yeah.
Wow.
So 8, 6, and 2 3-year-olds.
You know what? I feel like
give yourself 10 years when you'll be like, you'll be good.
Yeah. I feel like we need to be asking you advice. You're the expert here, I feel like, right? Erica, thank you.
Chris's kids are grown, so I figured
that's true.
He's got some experience. Yeah.
I got nothing.
Your children's missing, so.
Yeah. Right. You know what? I just got word though. It's back.
Came back.
We're good to go. He's listening to the show. Big fan of the show, actually.
Yeah.
We have a huge
stick some peanut butter on your door for him to find it.
That's right. We have a huge 3-year-old demo that you guys might not know about. Erica, thank you so much. Congrats. So excited for your family. And thank you so much for calling in. Bye, guys. Yeah, that was great. That was great.
You know, you guys are popular in the West Coast. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're popular everywhere.
Well,
you guys are. How's your book?
We don't need to talk about it, man. Like at this point, you're gonna have 2 books out before we put our one out. October though, it's looking good. And I have it. I have a copy, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Does it feel good?
It feels great. I'll give you a copy when you.
I'll buy a copy.
But when you come on over to hang out with old Bran, I'll let you see it. All right, we got one more caller. I think we're bringing in Lisa. Lisa, hello.
Hey, Lisa.
You did it, Lisa. You made it in just in the nick of time.
It's a good
day.
Hey,
what's on your ceiling, Lisa?
This is actually a whiteboard for work. It's to remind me of things I need to do. I have a to-do list.
Like
It's
it.
fantastic. Lisa, where are you calling from?
From Boston, actually.
See, East Coast.
See?
Yeah.
Not just the West.
That's exactly
That's
right.
good, you know.
It's the
We
whole
got it. That's right. The whole country is accounted
And
for. Here.
Represent.
The whole country and Canada has been represented in this hour, so that's really great. Lisa, what can we do for you with our really good, solid advice that we've been giving?
Well, you know, I have to bring it back around to peanut butter. I'm having a really hard time making a good peanut butter cookie. I need you guys to kind of pool your master baking experience and help me out here.
It's a great question. Yeah, I don't do as much baking as I do watch baking shows. I actually do love baking shows. It's like a guilty pleasure of mine. So I might be able to help here, but I'd like to hear what Chris has to say.
I don't know that I'm not quite the master baker that Bran is. I mean, Bran's he's a grandmaster baker.
Sure.
Wow.
Yes. On my resume, my LinkedIn.
But I know that if you were to add a sprig of mint into that peanut butter cookie, it might just set it off just right.
All right.
That's all I got. I mean, also the kind of peanut butter you're using. I mean, everyone says use the gourmet stuff, but I think it's Jiffy. Is it Jif? It's just Jif.
Let me ask you this. What are you using? What have you been experimenting with?
I have been using the natural Jif, actually.
There you go.
Just saying. Got to mix it up sometimes.
What else are you putting in there? Just like flour and stuff? Are you doing any? Are you?
Flour,
What are you?
eggs. Sometimes I throw in a little bit of vanilla.
Okay. I'm gonna
try.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna encourage you to use some brown sugar to add a little something.
All right.
And then if you want to get really crazy, I like some texture. Like I like a chocolate chip cookie because it's got a little crunch to it.
Yeah.
Add no chocolate chips. Add some oats.
Ew.
Add some oats to give a little bit of texture to your peanut butter cookie, and I think you'll see. I think you'll see it go to the next level.
All right, I'll post a picture to the group.
Thank you. Lisa, do you have any parting words before we let you go?
No, I just want to say thanks for having me. This is the first time I've called in, so
Wow,
I appreciate
first time.
the time.
You got it, Lisa. Oh, so kind. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Chris, what a gift I think we've given to the world today.
I mean, it feels pretty good. I think we have time for one more if you want. Do we have
I don't have any more. That was everybody. It worked out perfectly. We don't have anybody new.
I love that.
Chris, let me ask you this. I want you to leave the people with some general advice, some advice that people can apply to their lives to make it better. What's something that you've been doing that you think that might help everybody else?
Okay, here's what I do. This is honestly my advice. This is all I can give y'all.
Save your money, buy a new laptop.
Right. Pick goodness. Don't be stupid. Share. Whoa, look at that. Share. Look up when you walk. Don't mumble. Eat well. Get sleep, but not too much sleep. Encourage the people that you see every day. And then be one of those people who can see beauty in the world. And then when you see it, share it. That's all I got.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Chris. This was a lot of fun to get together. It's been too long.
I wish that you guys lived in Los Angeles.
I wish you lived in Greenville. I've been working on that.
You know,
3 years now.
Drove through Greenville.
The CVS. Yes.
I wanted to do dinner.
Yes, I recall this.
I wanted to grab some dinner, and you had was it in-laws? Your in-laws?
It was an in-laws. It was like a birthday something.
Yeah.
One of the biggest regrets of my life.
No, it's gonna happen again, man. It'll happen.
But the good news is I think if we play our cards right, Chris, we'll get to see each other soon.
I have a good feeling about that.
Got a good feeling about it. Chris, I love you, pal. This was so much fun. To everybody who listened or watched, thank you.
Thank you guys for jumping in. I'll never forget Erica and her kids.
Yeah.
Running around her like a dervish, it was so much energy.
But she was locked in. Did you see that? That was phenomenal.
She was like, I need to be anywhere.
I'm right here.
I'm right here. Just a minute. Right, just give me 1 minute.
That's right. Chris, you're the best. And everybody else, may Chris and I be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Deck the Hallmark is a Bramble Jam podcast recorded live, and that Greenville, South Carolina, is produced by Brandon Gray, set decor by Plum Haywood Mall. For more information on all Bramble Jam podcasts, you can go to bramblejampodcast.com. For more information on how to listen to Deck the Hallmark ad-free, you can go to bramblejamplus.com.